friends, Lois with Ellie Grace's Attic here. I wanted to come on this afternoon and do a little Easter decorating in the dining room, or AKA studio. I know what many of you are thinking. You're thinking, good Lord, it's still February. But I can't help it. I can't help it. And if you could see the weather outside the window today, it is cold. It's supposed to freeze and possibly snow tonight. It's raining. It's just miserable outside, but we are like trying to channel all things spring since the groundhog said we were going to have early spring. We have been frantically painting all things spring and Easter related, and so Valentine's was over, and so I'm like, you know what, I'm ready to just put out Easter. I'm also the same girl who puts out fall decorations in September because I love Thanksgiving and I want to enjoy that as long as I possibly can. So what I've done is I took down Valentine's, the few things that I had, and I just kind of grabbed all the Easter stuff out of the storage, or the pieces that I was going to use, and kind of just tossed it in the dough bowl. I still have a hard time saying that. Many of you that follow me know I got this for Christmas. It sits on our dining room table and I just love it. I'm kind of a novice at how to decorate it, so we're just going to fill it with some Easter goodies today. Normally for years I had a wire basket that I decorated for Easter, so we're going to try the dough bowl today, and so I'm going to start pulling everything out. Put these to the side, and we'll just go over it, and hopefully this inspires you to decorate a vignette in your house. I don't go all out and decorate every corner. I usually just pick one area, and kind of the hub of our home, as in most homes, is the dining room where we gather to eat. And so I usually do a centerpiece on the dining room table, maybe a couple pieces on the buffet behind the table, and I'll usually put something on our mantle and our front door, and that's about it. So I really don't go all out, even though Easter is my favorite. So like I said, I'm just going to start pulling things out. This is our door hanger that we made last year. It's been in storage, so it just needs a little fluff, and it'll be good as new. We made this last year. It says He is Risen. Super cute. We sell this on the shop. If you want one, go check that out. Then I have a Happy Easter. It's pretty heavy. It's like, I don't think it's like a ceramic, but it's super heavy. I got this several years ago on clearance at Hobby Lobby. Love this piece. This sits on our mantle. So, what else? This is my bunny rabbit. I love my bunny. I got him on clearance also at Hobby Lobby several years ago. He's got a raffia bow, and he looks like he's praying. So I just love that, and that's going to be part of our centerpiece display. Then I have these cute speckled eggs that, again, I got these at Hobby Lobby on clearance. Right now, I went into Hobby Lobby actually today for something unrelated to Easter, or yesterday, I'll take that back, and their Easter stuff is already 40% off or 30% off. Plus, you know, you can always get one item at 40% with their coupon, but so their Easter stuff is already on sale. So, but if you go after the holiday, you can really get some great savings for the next year. So I got these, again, a few years back, had them, and this is just a bag of moss. I've had this, I can't remember if I got it at Hobby Lobby or Walmart or Michael's, but I just keep reusing it. It's about 10 or 12 years old. But these 2-gallon Ziploc bags are like the bomb when it comes to storing stuff. So then we have a cross. I think I got this at a garage sale years ago. And then we have He is Risen, a little shelf sitter. You can get this on the Etsy shop too. It's great for your mantle or like a 3-tiered tray or any vignette. But we're going to use that. I'm probably going to put this on the buffet, and I might use this in my display. You're gonna see. And then I found these. You guys, go make sure you check out your local Dollar Tree. It's not just for party bags and party bag stuffers and all that. There's just so much more at the Dollar Tree now. Our Dollar Tree anyway is really stepping it up with craft items, also just different things, you know, different not just craft items, but different party supplies and stuff like that, wreaths, door hangers, those sort of things, just really stepping up their game. And so I found, so if you look, you can really find some cute pieces. I found these several weeks ago. I've been holding on to them to show you guys. Little carrots, but they're wrapped, I don't know if you can see it, they're wrapped in twine, orange twine, and then they have the stem is green raffia. Y'all, these were $1 a piece at the Dollar Tree. So super cute. So we're gonna, I think, throw that in somehow. I have no idea yet. We're gonna figure it out. But first, coffee. It's so cold here. So I'm gonna move the dough bowl out of the way real quick. And then I have this table runner. I do, every now and then I'll do a tablecloth, but for the most part, just do table runner. This is just, this is a piece of a large, and you can see it's kind of well loved. It's got a spot from a dish, a vase of water that leaked, but I still use it because it goes under the bowl. This was a roll of twine. You can, you don't have to look for it like in a runner. They do sell them like that, but this was a roll. It's about 12 inches wide, and it was a big, thick roll, and it was probably $10, and I just cut off the size that I needed for my table runner, and I've used this for tons of different crafts. So anytime I buy burlap, I try to buy it in bulk, because you can use it for so many different craft purposes and whatnot. So that's what this is. This is just a piece of a larger roll. All right, this is just our regular everyday table runner. We're gonna fold that up and put it away. Just gonna throw that to the side at this moment. So what I have here in I pulled these out of my drawer of tablecloths and table linens, and these are actually beautiful hand embroidered, I'm going to call them large doilies, that my grandmother made. They're beautiful, and they have spring flowers on them. This one actually, there's one of them, this one, that actually has little Easter baskets on it. I don't know if you can see that. Let me get it in the camera. Isn't that beautiful? But bless it, they are, they're old and they are stained, and so I just didn't want to use them for this purpose. I would hate for something else to happen to them. But I did find one piece in my treasure trove that my grandmother made, which was this big doily, and it still has some imperfections, but really it's just because it's aged and it's been well loved and well used. So we're going to put these out of the way. So my point is, don't be afraid to use what you already have. You don't always have to go out and just buy new stuff. That's fun, especially if you get it on sale, but I'm going to use this just because it's special. And you'll see it's kind of torn there in the middle, but that's going to go underneath the bowl. So we're just going to spread this out in the center like so. I'm kind of running out of room. Hold on. I gotta have room for my coffee cup. All right, and we're going to spread this guy just over the top, kind of in the center. I really did want a wider lacy piece to run the length of the table, but not like a tablecloth, just kind of a large runner, and then to put the burlap in the middle. And I looked for some type of runner yesterday that like something like this in a roll that I could repurpose, but I didn't find anything. And all the table runners were A, expensive, and B, they just weren't as pretty as my grandmother's dolly. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna use that special handmade piece. So I gotta get it even, kind of, or centered in the table. Okay, so there we are, about as close to centered as we're gonna get. So I've got that. Now I'm gonna put this dough bowl, which is not light, by the way. We're gonna put that in the center. And I'll take a picture of this. I know you're looking at it at a weird angle, but we'll take a picture when we're all done. So that looks pretty Eastery. Is that a word? Eastery? It is today. So now we're gonna take this good old moss and throw it in here. And I want to get some moss balls, but I gotta catch them on sale. Believe it or not, either that or I think I need to look up how to make my own. If I figure out how to make my own, you know I'm talking about with the, you see them, they're just bigger balls. They come in all sizes and they're the pretty, this is dried moss, but they're the pretty like vibrant green. So if I figure out how to make my own, I'll come back and show you, because there is a way, because all that really is I don't want to say mold, but you don't want to put mold on your dining room table, but it is a plant growth. So there is a way to make that happen without like paying $10 a ball at a craft store. Okay, so, but for today we're using this. So I'm just going to kind of spread this out in here. I used to have a lot more of this. It's probably time to add. This stuff is not expensive. You can get it in like a really large bag at Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, pretty much anywhere they sell craft stuff, or floral arranging items. You can pretty much find this dried moss anywhere. But like I said, I got a really big bag years ago and it has been used over and over and over again. So I think every year when I put it away, I lose a little bit of it. So we're just gonna kind of spread this out at the bottom of our dough bowl, try to make it look even. And it is, I mean, it hasn't been in the dirt, but you get a dust on your hands. All right, so we're gonna put our rabbit in here, like so. We're gonna see if it's gonna work. I have no idea if this is even gonna work. So, if it doesn't work, you get to enjoy the, we're gonna do it together. So, only because the wire basket had a flat bottom and this is curved, so we just kind of might have to just adjust our moss to make it higher on one side. We're gonna make it work. Where there's a will, there's a way. So if at first if you do a craft item, or that's the beauty of crafting, of painting, if you don't like it, just regroup and start over. I think that's with anything in life, right? If at first you don't succeed, try again. Okay, now I think my cross, I usually put, my cross needs to be higher. So I think we're gonna maybe tuck this in. Maybe we can get it. I need a small box, but I don't have one. We're gonna make this work. Because Easter is about Jesus, the the Easter Bunny's just fun. I always like to put the cross as the center. And since our little bunny is praying, I thought, oh, when I bought that bunny, I was like, oh, he's going to be so cute in the Easter display because he's like praying to Jesus. So, there we go. I wish my cross was more elevated, but I don't have a spot or I don't have a box tall enough. I'm going to have to come back and maybe finagle that a little bit afterwards. But we're just going to kind of get the main thing going here, the main look, and we'll come back and adjust. So now, in previous years, I've always put these little eggs in a jar, but we're going to kind of just toss some of them around just because they're pretty, they're colorful, and they lend themselves. They're not plastic eggs. They're some type of like a styrofoam, and they have, let me see if I can get a little bit closer. They have the brown specks on them, so they really look like a real egg. So we're just going to kind of toss things around at the bottom. It's kind of hard to not put two colors together. And just kind of, again, play with it till you get it to where you are liking it. Hold on, 1, 2, I'll count, hold on. Okay. I'm going to save these 8 for something else. So we're going to throw these extra ones in here. And then I'm going to throw in my little carrots because these are just fun. So cute. These will look cute on a garland too if you want to do something with a garland. So we're just going to kind of toss these in. How fun. To our little Easter. Anyway, if you guys want to check out our spring collection, you can head on over, well, it's on the Facebook page, or you can head on over to our shop at elliegrace'sattic.etsy.com and check it out there. We also have all of our spring stuff on our Pinterest page. You can follow us over there and on Instagram. But if you go, I don't know, I think you can see it. Oh, you get to see my kitchen. Did I do my I did my dishes. Okay. I don't know, I think you guys can see that, I hope. But there's our little Easter basket, our dough bowl, Easter vignette for our dining room table. I'm going to take a picture and post it so you can see it from the side. If I move the camera too much, it'll go wonky, and we don't want to do that. But anyway, I hope this inspires you to do a little Easter decorating today and just use the stuff you have on hand. I had all of this on hand. But don't forget to check out Dollar Tree for cute little items to add, and of course your local craft store. But again, you can use stuff you have on hand. Don't be afraid to go out in your yard and pick greenery and stems and stuff for your decorating. So anyway, until I see you again, guys, happy crafting and stay warm and pray hard for spring.